And I remember it was October 17th, and I just said, all right, God, I'm done. My entire life, I was seeking to be loved, to be seen, to be known, to feel chosen, to feel pursued, not knowing that God himself actually gave me those desires and wanted to meet those in me. And so I went to everything. Even when I was young, I just wanted to be seen by my teachers. I wanted to be, the funny person so that I could kind of have a name for myself or something. But the hardest part about that was even once I got something, I had to hold so tightly onto it. And when you have to earn something, you have to do everything you can to hold it. And that's exhausting. And it's honestly the opposite of the gospel. I went to money, made a lot of money, did missions trips, started a mission in Ethiopia when I was 23 years old, sold everything I had, sold the Escalades, gave up my real estate business, so gave up all my money to try to find my identity in missions and being a missionary, working with single moms and their children. Even in that, I was not still satisfied. I didn't find it in money. I didn't find it even in giving up money and going to the poor. I went to women after that. I never had the attractions to men like most of my friends did. And even though I knew it wasn't God's way, I was like, this is who I'm attracted to. And so I tried to find my identity, tried to find that love, being seen and known by another female. And I did that for over a decade. And I still did not, find myself, and I did not actually feel the deepest longings that I had in my heart. And it wasn't until October 17, 2014 that God just blew up everything that I thought I knew. He had to watch me go to every other thing and every other person before I'd go to him. And I remember it was October 17th, and I just said, all right, God, I'm done. I'm done with the life I know. I'm done playing God. I'm done pretending that I know what's best. I was like, I need you to show up, and I need you to show up right now. And show me that you are good at being God. Show me that all the things I've heard, show me that this is true, that you are truly who you say you are. And if you do, you'll probably have me for the rest of my life. But you got to do something. And I'm telling you, he showed up in that way on that day, and he has continued to meet me. It's been 10 years since that cry in my heart out to the Lord. And I'm telling you, he has been faithful. He has been true. Now, we hear these things a lot. We hear people say this, and I think it just kind of goes, or we're like, yeah, God's faithful. No. See, when you experience the faithfulness of God, when you're not faithful, when you experience the goodness of God, when you're not good, when you experience the kindness, when you're not kind, is where I think you start to become transformed. When you let actually God love you, when I allowed God to love me when I wasn't feeling lovable, when I made every wrong decision, is when I actually encountered the love that I didn't know my heart was seeking my whole life. I've heard people say it over and over. I mean, grow up in Christian circles, you hear it all the time. But man, I started to encounter this love, and I'm like, he's not gonna leave me. I screwed up today. I messed up today. I chose to fail. And he's still there. Since I can remember, I was so terrified of being alone. Not just because I had attraction to the same sex. I just was so scared that I wouldn't find my person. Who's gonna pick me up from the airport? Who's gonna get old with me? Who's my constant? Who's my never changing? And I tried to find it in another person. And I just never could. And the Lord's like, it's always been me. He's been jealous for me. I didn't get that. He's been jealous to be the only one that fills my heart, my hungry heart that he created to be loved, to be known, to be seen, chosen, desired, pursued. And I'm void in these ways. Every single one of us is. And he's like, because I'm jealous for you, because I know that my love is the only love that's going to truly sustain and is eternal, I don't want anyone or anything else in that first place. And that used to frustrate me. And now I'm like, I find peace in that. I don't have to wake up in the morning and be like, who's gonna love me? Or if I was in a relationship, I don't have to worry, oh gosh, don't let him die. Because my source is not in another person. It's not in a ministry. If I never get asked to share my testimony again, if I never get asked to write another book or do another speaking thing, my identity, my love, being seen and known is not coming from that anyways. I get to wake up in the morning and I get to look up and say, God, okay, I'm hungry again. can you love me? And he's like, I've been waiting to. He's been longing. The longings in my heart match the longings in his for me. And man, I'm telling you, sometimes, people talk about same-sex attraction, all this. I'm like, whatever sin we struggle with is just not allowing God into his first and rightful place. See, I think sometimes for me, I got the rules of God, but I never got his heart. And if you haven't experienced God's heart, I actually don't know if we even understand his rules or his ways, because it's from a place that is for us and not against us. And so I am just so eternally grateful that he never let me find a love that satisfied, because I don't know if I would have continued to seek and if I would have found him. And he's the love that literally my heart is longing for every day. So even the biggest crosses of my life have always led to him. It's when I tried to take that cross off and just walk on my own or ignore it or pretend like I was fine, that I never encountered him. But it was until I realized that the crosses that I've bared, that he's been bearing them with me, that he's been my steadfast, he's been my unchanging, that he's actually my bridegroom. We sometimes hear this, but like, he's my eternal bridegroom. He said that there's no husband or wife in heaven, but we are the bride, and he's jealous for us.
A great family, but like most families, there's things that happen that are beyond our control. And when I was just a newborn, actually, there was a significant tragedy in my family, and